of the time I'm not able to enjoy them because I'm always being busy, 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 busy. And now things are different because now I don't, I plan on at some point in time, because I just saw it on my timeline also and on my YouTube, where I spoke that I wanted to have a gathering. I'm still doing that. I want to have a gathering of my people, my like-minded people, my soul tribe, here. And I'm definitely going to put that together because that's something that I spoke into existence way back when. I think it was like 2019. I think I put that there. 20. I don't know. I can't remember. But either way, that's one of the things that I want to do. So yeah, diligent, working hard, taking care, and just knowing that you got this. You got it. And if nobody is there to pat you on your back and encourage yourself. That's one thing that I definitely do. Like, people don't realize I'll be in my truck having a good time. I'll be laughing like, listen, it'll be quiet for a hot second sometimes. But sometimes I'm just talking out loud to God. But other times I just be silent, like just thinking stuff. And then all of a sudden I just bust out laughing because it's something that me and him know. It'd be funny. Sometimes I'll be on, YouTube, and I swear, listen, like, even lately it's been, like, me looking at some of the tarot reads, and I'll be talking to y'all, too. Y'all, I don't know if y'all hear me, if y'all feel me, but sometimes I'll be cussing y'all out. y'all, but sometimes there's certain YouTubers that, listen, I have a good time when I get on some of y'all channels because, listen, some of y'all are funny. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Stand-up comedy should be the thing instead of being a tarot reader. Because y'all are funny. But, so I'll be talking then, like, y'all don't, I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, thanks for coming to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So we're going to talk about 1 Corinthians 6 and 19. Or do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you are bought with a price. So glorify your body unto God. So there's so many scriptures about drugs and drinking and just defiling your body, because your body is of Christ. Your body is of God. Your body is supposed to be worshipped like a temple, like the temple of God. So I keep telling you guys, like, laws about where it says here, all things are lawful for me, but not all things are helpful. All things are lawful for me, but will not dominate. I will not be dominated by anything. Food is meant for the stomach, and the stomach for food. And God will destroy both one and another. We're talking about basically not defiling your body, not doing things with your body that put you at not in alliance with God. So I'm gonna use me because I've been using me for everything, and that's just the end of that. So my situation, once I left the person, once I was, not in alliance with that person anymore, I chose to remain celibate. I didn't want to mess with anybody. I didn't want to be with anybody because at the end of the day, I got to worry about myself. I got to figure out the things that I need to do. I wanted to make sure that when I went to God and I told God that, God, you saw what happened, and now we're in, renegotiation of my contract. I want to be with somebody else. God said, okay, because I'm not, under, once that person decided they wanted to do what they wanted to do, then I'm not in covenant with that person anymore. They, as the Bible says, put me away. Thank you. And now I'm allowed to go into contract with somebody else. And I could have been running around in the streets like everybody else, you know what I mean, wanting to have sex here and there, but I chose to want to go to work. I chose to want to mind my business. I chose to want to focus on me. I chose to want to just, because I don't want soul ties with anybody at all, period. Like, you fail to realize you are dragging other people now, other those spirits into your body. I don't got time for that. Like, I want to, and soul ties, let me tell y'all what that is. And make sure, I get it right, because I don't want to, tell nobody nothing wrong. Um, a soul tie is a phrase which some people use to refer to spiritual connection between two people. In many cases, it is said. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. After two people have been physically intimate. In others, it is said to form after an intensely close spiritual or emotional relationship. I need to move y'all a little bit this way. Okay, hi everyone. So if you just now getting here, that was I went through the Dark Night of the Soul playlist, and mind you, hi guys, that shit is fucking embarrassing, but also it's enlightening. Mind you, I was listening to it too, off and on in between me sleeping, right? And so what happened is this phone ended up dying because when I came down here in the middle of the night, I swapped the phones. Keep the file. So if you heard it, it may have been enlightening and this, that, and the third, but if you saw it, it may have been enlightening and this, that, and the third. But the thing that triggered me out of all of this, just so y'all know, is that I heard the panic and the franticness in my voice. All right? Which also set me back again. And thank God I actually played some of this shit because you be forgetting. Like, because I'm what I am and who I am, I be loving and, oh, let me tell you, I had to clean my ears out. So that's what I was doing. But I had to take the time to clean my ears out because I just did. But I was listening to the franticness in my voice, and if y'all had actually witnessed and seen the videos, like if you haven't taken time to go look at the videos, then you won't see how I looked, what was happening, and yes, I ended up, kind of recovering, maybe fully from and completely from that. And although it was one of the best experiences of my life, it was also one of the worst experiences of my life because I woke up literally via fairy dust. Like I was having a dream, I was in my big truck, and all of a sudden, fairy dust is what woke me up. And although somebody might not believe that, and I don't give a fuck, but that's what happened. And it was like the fairy dust sprinkling on me because that was the last thing I seen in my dream, and I just woke up because it was like, bitch, it's time for you to be on high alert because you don't realize you're about to get fucked up. And the very first video that I did, when I came up out of that, I looked hot, I looked sweaty, I looked, mind you, in the video, I can even hear I wasn't completing my sentences. Everything was just going so fast, and it was just like, how the fuck, like, what the fuck happened? And mind you, it's like coming up out of a dream. And the shit was fucked up. Okay? Mind you, I got spiritual gifts and activated. I got a lot of unknowns. Like who, what, when, where, why, how, fucking how. A lot of how, because I don't go near anyone. I don't do a lot of the things that a lot of people do, like, and then even because listening to the video about my son,
mind you, again, people forget. We forget because, there's stuff that happens and we just fucking forget. But I'm thankful that a lot of stuff gets on record, because if I don't write it down, or it's not, and I don't hear it again, it's almost like I can forget that that happened. And we don't ever want to forget, or I fucking don't ever want to forget, because I can forgive, but I don't ever want to forget, because um and I don't know how all of these things was happening, and I can't prove a lot of these things happening, other than the fact that it wasn't making any sense, because my oldest son was kind of calling around to people trying to get me committed and some other weird shit, and like, not really that, but it was more or less like it was that, because he was basically like asking everybody what was wrong with me. And although something was wrong with me, let me fucking figure it out. Don't go fucking, you know what I'm saying? Um, it just wasn't good. Hey Mozzie. Hey Aaron, I love you. Hey Megan. Hey Demi. So the thing was, listening to that, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, kind of triggered me again. And I'm gonna just say that only because um that shit sound fucked up. And mind you, it made me realize, like, it made me hear how I sounded to other people at that time. So I get why people would say, "Oh, something's wrong," because it was like I was frantic. And so the thing is, even then, it was pick a side, right? Pick a side, 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 because you have to pick a side. But the side that the thing about that was, it was not light and dark. It was either you gonna choose good or bad. Like, meaning, you're gonna choose to do good, even in spite of. You're gonna tell the truth, because sometimes people don't realize, like, I can do something and it looks bad to other people. Meanwhile, they don't realize this nigga was doing this. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like a Dexter of the situation. Dexter would come off as a bad man, right? But in real life, Dexter would be a war angel, because he got sent to fucking get rid of people who are doing very bad things to people. And then they get very bad things done to them. And don't blame me, because shit, it's in the Bible. God sends them. So blame them. It's a lot of shit that keeps getting written, and then when I use it, because, I don't believe them all the way, but guess what? It's a thing. So a lot of lies get told in the middle of a truth, okay? And a lot of, so there's a lot of truth in a lie. Even when a person's lying to you, they mix it with a little bit of this and a little bit of that, okay? So we have to understand. Um, I guess we need to do the intro, because hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. So that means also that you came in the middle of, a lot of fuck shit. And so you might not understand me or my channel or how we got here. But if you were up last night listening to any of the messages, that will kind of explain it. So those particular ones are in the middle of the, I got, I went through the dark night of the soul. Wasn't a very pretty experience. This shit was fucked up, and like I said, even listening to it again with y'all, the shit was fucked up. O cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you're my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you are with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will. For I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings I need. I release all fear and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all of the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence now and forever. All right, so also, even in the process of that, right? This is also how I know, like, when certain people go through the experience that I went through, because people will say, "Oh, I went through the dark night of the soul," but did you? It's like, the number one rule of Earth School, which maybe needs to be changed, because the number one rule of Earth School is don't die. But technically, the number one rule of Earth School should be don't fuck up the body, because technically, even if you die, and you know what type of death I be talking about, even if you die, did you die? Okay? So don't fuck up the body. Don't get decapitated. Because, bitch, if your ass is dead in that fashion, and we know your ass is dead. You see what I'm saying? So don't die, but don't fuck up the body. All right? Because you be dead. And then all of a sudden you come back super califragilistic more than amazing. Okay? So, Pisces, what's in the name? Birthright and inheritance. So, what's in your name? When you were born under those celestial stars, under the alignment, under whatever it is that you're under. And mind you, just so y'all know, shit be fucked up, but shit don't be as fucked up as we seem to think. Because again, a lot of truth gets told in a lie. So, which makes me want to go back to them calendar days in 1958 or whatever the fuck, 52 or whatever the fuck, whenever they changed the calendar. Meanwhile, the calendar wasn't right from the beginning. So, if we're technically looking at it, the night that you're born, the universe aligns itself in a particular way. They can't hide that. That has to be the thing. So no matter what happened, even in a date and a time and a change, the universe still aligns itself in a particular way. So the human beings can change whatever the fuck they want to change. The universe is still going to align itself in a particular form and fashion. So even when the people went to sleep on October the 4th, the universe was aligned in a particular way. When they woke up the next day and it was October the 15th, but it should have been October the 5th, the universe and the stars still aligned itself to what it should have been at that particular time, because the universe don't go by no damn dates. The universe goes by what the universe says the alignment is. So for everybody that, keep saying, "Oh, well, God don't do this, that, and the third," but God made it. God made the solar system. God made the universe. God made whatever it is, or however it got made. But, even in the process of that, because they used to even say that God made itself. So when you go start looking, it's a lot. So anyway, when I was going through that, it took me back, because literally, when I glitched, it was almost like my safe haven. I got to sleep in heaven. I got to sleep in heaven, and it was beautiful. It says you can't find things to do this weekend. Idle mind is the devil's workshop. Okay, it said if you can't find things to do, but that was the first thing that popped in my mind. It's almost like the thing with the kids, when they give them the first sentence, a hard head makes a, and then the kids go back and they say whatever comes to mind. But mind you, none of these kids know shit, because they don't know what the fuck the next thing is after that. They just make up stuff, and it be funny as fuck, but it's also sad as hell. Because why are y'all not trying to teach these kids that? It's also like the thing, Miss Mary Matt, all dressed in black, with silver buttons all down her back. She asked her mother for 15 cent. It's the fairy tales and things of that nature. The fairy tales are being told because there's a lot of truth in a lie. Mind y'all don't realize some of these fairy tales is going to be the way that you get your ass out of a lot of the bullshit. But guess what? The fairy tales don't exist anymore because they weren't cool. But it wasn't that they weren't cool. The fact of the matter is they be telling too much. So it's almost like what I told y'all about this. We should be able to read this. What the hell does this say? It's cursive, because cursive is not being taught anymore. Hey, Alicia. So I'm going to take your birthright. I'm going to take your lineage. I'm going to take your heritage. I'm going to take it because I'm going to put some illusions and some lies and a lot of bullshit into the universe. But guess what? The universe don't accept it. The universe don't accept it. It's not authorized in the universe, because guess what? Universal laws are just going to be universal laws, because the universe can't be manipulated. The night sky is going to be the night sky, but guess what I could do? I can cover it up. I can put clouds up there so y'all can't see it. I can make it so stars don't shine at nighttime, because I can do some bullshit, some fuck shit, because I'm a little peon ass human being, and I think in monetary, situations, not in fucking celestial, or it could just be that I'm trying to steal anyway. So if I'm trying to steal, I don't want you to see it. I don't want you to be activated by whatever it could be potentially to activate you. But as y'all know, the universe is going to do a thing, because it's the universe. And it's a lot smarter than us. It's a lot older than us. But also, when people start to go looking for things, so there's a thing. They tell you not to question, but in their book it tells you to question everything. But then, even last night, I heard you don't question, because guess what? You don't question. I heard me say it. You're not questioning because God is right. But it's not harmful or hurtful for you to question and ask. Because why would you not? But I know why. Because the universe knows best. God knows best. God knows what's right. God knows what's gonna. And sometimes y'all don't realize it be the God in you that be directing you. Because if you're made in the image and the likeness, that means that you look like your mother and your father. That means you look like the universe and God. So if you look like the universe and God, and you start to now come into the realization like, shit, they fucked us from the gate. But we can unfuck ourselves, okay? Because why would we not? So what's in the name? When you were born, the stars aligned in a certain particular way, right? And your mother looked at you, and your mother said, "This is my beautiful baby, Talicia L." Whatever she gave me. I would like to share a version from the Bible with everyone, if that's okay with you. Alicia, have at it. So Mazi, your name was whatever it was at the time, right? Mind you, it was written. Whatever that name was, it was written. It was written in heaven. It was written in the stars. So a few years later, because, back then, if you were not married, you don't get named after your father. You get named after your mother, because mama's baby, papa's maybe. We don't know who the fuck your daddy is. Shit, my daddy could be my uncle, period. But we don't know. We know that I belong to my mom. We don't know if I belong to my dad. DNA may be able to say that, but should we trust them? They may have broken it down to a science, but also they just may have broken it down to something that looked familiar, that worked 99.9% of the time. But what if there's that 1% chance? They not going to admit to it because they don't want y'all to know. So here we go. What's in a name? It's your birthright. It's your inheritance. So when you get named, whatever it is that you get named from, like the moment that they mark your ass down, you got named. You got marked. Or you could just be a mark ass bitch. Take it how it resonates for you. But either way, you got marked. In heaven, they wrote you down. They wrote 2 dates. They wrote your birthday when you came into this realm. They also wrote your death date when you leave from this realm. Mind you, some of y'all don't even understand or realize that they also wrote another thing. How many cycles? This is this cycle. How many times they've been here. This is what they came here for. This is what they don't learn. This is what they're not listening to. This is what their assignment is. So many things got written down. Not just, this is your name, this is the date, this is the hospital, these are your parents, whether or not you're black or white. Mind you, now something is also happening, because it's almost giving me the vibe like these people are clocking birthmarks or things of that nature. Either way, there's something that happens. So we change our names. We go under different identities. Um, so what the fuck's happening? Because I'm looking at me there, which all perfectly fine, but over here on the recording, it's starting to cycle. Because how many cycles have you been here? How many lifetimes? What are you supposed to learn? Like, what's happening? Can y'all see me? YouTube, I'm talking to y'all because y'all is where it's happening at. Everybody just say yes. Put a thumbs up in the chat. I need to know. All right. God is within her. She will not fail. God will help her at break of day. 6 nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice. The earth melts. Why is it funny that you writing that, but I was going to tell y'all something yesterday, but then I didn't? Because there's a prophecy. And so, mind you, don't ask me why I know, but I just know. And I'm trying to find the documentation wherever it is, but it almost feels like even she found the documentation. Psalms 46 and 5, in context 5. God is within her. She will not fail. At the end of the world, who runs the world, girls? Because we was never meant to be behind. It's a thing. It says, he who is first shall remain last, and he who is last shall remain first. But they keep putting, it's the context. So they thought it was a class of people, like, maybe color, or, but it keeps giving me gender. Like, because the females, we keep being put last every time. The men have been trying to put themselves first in everything because they're bigger, they're stronger. Not really. So you could technically overpower a person, but we could technically also outsmart you. And also, the snares that was designed for us will now be your portion. So, not to even try to put anybody against anybody, but they have been doing it for a long time. It's almost like nothing. We get kind of wiped away. We get abused and used, but y'all don't realize that the females are the slaves, really. So they keep us separate by color because, class and color, but y'all don't understand that technically we are it. Mind you, we already outnumber them anyway. And they keep showing us that they not worth a fuck. They keep showing us that, and not to try to put anybody against anybody, but men keep showing us that, they their head is not on their shoulders. I mean, if we out here and we keep okay, so something else is happening because I don't know if this was in my dream or if this was just thought process, because when I woke up it was a reminder for me to say it. All right, so who run the world? Girls. A prophecy that women will run the world at an end. But that's not what I was just talking about. So the thing that I was just talking about was um men, because they're fucking and disgusting and gross, and I ain't saying nothing because I love y'all, but y'all fucking disgusting. Um, so there's a thing out here with these older men and the younger girls because they always like touching shit, right? Meanwhile, these old nasty ass dudes is carrying fucking diseases. They done been here, they done been cycled, they done been going through whatever they're going through. Mind you, this came up yesterday and I can't remember why it ended up where it came from or why it was in my dream, but literally it was in my dream because it was on repeat for me to be mindful to tell y'all. Watch y'all fucking daughters. Excuse me. Because to them it looks great that, oh, this person is older than me so they can take care of me. Mind you, it's nasty ass germs embedded in these niggas' DNA. Parasites embedded in these niggas' fucking just everything. And mind you, now the old niggas is fucking on the little girls and the young girls. And because they be younger than them, so they be little and they be children to them. So they're doing that, and then the young girls is messing with the, this and the third. And then, so in my dream, the dream said, because there's people who have been out here, been celibate, this, that, and the third, but it wasn't like they was untouched. It was almost as if the, okay, so in my dream, it was saying, we was at a doctor's office, and or in a place where it looked like it was sterile, and the people were saying, oh, so you don't have whatever the fuck this parasite is. It could be herpes, okay? So you don't have whatever this parasite is. And then the person said, doesn't everybody? As if it was the new normal thing for everybody to have whatever the fuck this shit is. But mind you, it was being shown that it was from the men messing with the younger women, and then the younger women integrating into still the system and society. It's already happening. 7, the Lord Almighty is within us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. So let me think. Okay, so here we go. So take it how it resonates for you. But y'all need to watch these girls out here, because although, they looking at, or people will say they got daddy issues, because, Papa was a Rolling Stone. That's the only song that keeps coming to my brain. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Because these niggas is weird. So stop being a fucking Rolling Stone and be a parent to your kids. And stop being fucking disgusting. That's weird. So, dear Pisces, your name carries the vibration of your soul's purpose and divine birthright. It is more than letters strung together. It is a frequency encoded with the essence of your journey, your gifts, and your ancestral lineage. So the universe is calling you to reconnect with the sacred meaning behind your name. Well, and I don't know if anything is going to affect anything, because what I think is that it just gets him misplaced here. In heaven, it don't get him misplaced, because heaven knows the mix-up. So it's like the vibration and the frequency of the name here once it's here. So his name creates a frequency and a signature through the earth. Aaron, your name creates a frequency and a signature on earth. It's almost like, but they have a frequency, so it's like trying to attune one frequency here with another frequency here, and he could potentially, because it would be like me, or anybody else, whatever the frequency is supposed to be here, but now it went out into the world, because now you say his name. Say my name. Say my name, say my name. When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. It's a frequency. So, like, she's saying, say my name, meaning, you say my name, because if it's another bitch there, you won't say it. But technically, there's something else behind that song, because say my name, put it out into the universe. When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. The universe is always saying, beloved, baby, I love you. But when your name gets spoken here, it's like Enoch. His mother named him, not Enoch. His mother named him, his mother named him Jabez because she bore him in pain. Your name has a frequency. So it is given that the prayer of Jabez. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, so I may not cause pain. Because his mother cursed him at birth. And inadvertently, a lot of mothers be cursing their children at birth. So it's like the name being changed. Like what I said, when I got put under that Johnson label, it was a curse. Like nothing happened good under that name. Not to say it was a curse for anybody else, it was a curse for me. Because I'm not a Johnson. So it's almost like my birthright Because when I was born, I wasn't even born under Harmon. But Harmon is my blessing. Harmon is my shield. So when they got changed, the frequency is different. Because when I'm a Harmon, I'm a muse. Like, I'm a blessing. I'm always blessed. So I literally said I wasn't going to change my name. I was only going to change my name by one person. But once I changed my name, that shit was a fucking curse. So now I got to figure out how to untie or shut down anything and everything that ever had a footprint on it of Johnson, because that shit went out into the universe and it fucked up my whole entire life. It's a curse. So what's the frequency? So it may be the thing, and getting into the genealogy and the etymology of a name, because of the fact that sometimes we don't know that we're cursing the children. But Jabez's mother knew. She called him Jabez because she bore him in pain. But she didn't realize then after that he was going to go out into the universe and he was going to create pain, havoc. But he went to God about it. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory so that your hand would be with me and that you would keep me from evil so I may not cause pain. And then Jabez went on to be somewhere nobody knows because he was only spoke of one time in the Bible. The thing is, it could be a lot of truth and a lie. Now, why would God grant Jabez, because God granted him what he wanted. That's what it says. Why would God grant Jabez what he wanted? Because somewhere, if God is in heaven, somewhere Jabez's name should never have been that. Somewhere Jabez's name, meaning in heaven, was something different. So why don't we know anything about Jabez other than the fact that he asked God for something? Favor ain't fair. Favor ain't fair. And why and when did he ask for this? Excuse me. Why did he ask for this? What happened in the process? Because he had to grow up before he asked God that. I mean, not unless his mother pushed him out and then he was talking to God. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many questions that I need to know that needs answers behind this. Although I know that what's written. That's what they said. So your name is your frequency, encoded with the essence of your journey, your gifts, and your ancestral lineage. I don't know why it keeps wanting to give me Jerome. Jerome, Jerome, Jerome. So I don't know who the fuck named Jerome, but I do know whose name is Jerome. But also I know that there was a name change. And also I know that some people not sitting, it's like when you're a celebrity or a star and you change your name to this. Not realizing you are cursing yourself. That's how I feel about his father doing what he did. But see, Aaron, in real life, or in whatever they would say, his father had the right to do that. But technically, we don't even know if that's his daddy. You see what I'm saying? It's weird. It's like yesterday, and not to say anything about you, I'm just saying. Him doing that, he don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? He don't know what you was out here in them streets doing. He could have just named another child, somebody else's name. It's like my baby daddy, right? Which my kids, and I fucked up even knowing this because of the fact that I used to be on him even back then, but I never should have gave my kids that last name. Because he's not even that last name. His mother knew, but because she was a pastor and trying to cover up some shit, his mother knew that that was not that man daddy. She didn't want nobody to know, or maybe she wanted him to grow up regular, but she gave this man somebody else's last name. So now it could be the epitome of I may have cursed my kids, and they may be searching, looking, this, that, and the third, because of the fact that I assigned them under something when I should have just assigned them under Harmon. They should have just been a Harmon. You see what I'm saying? So I may have done something wrong to my kids doing that. Mind you, the only child that has my last name is my oldest son. He was assigned properly. So the rest of everybody else, but also his name. I got to look up where his name, because for some reason I was just given that name. It was my cousin, she had that, but I wanted it to be something that, you know, that nobody else would have. And nobody else has really Z names. So he has a Z name. Both my oldest kids have a Z name. Both my youngest kids have a R name. So it's Zamir and Zakia, and then Romir and Romel. So although they got named backwards. Okay, so there's that. Anyway, your ancestral lineage. This week, the universe is calling you to reconnect with the sacred meaning behind your name, or the identity you feel most aligned with. Your birthright is abundance, love, and alignment with your higher self. This is not just an earthly inheritance, but a spiritual one, handed down through lifetimes and woven into the stars. You may feel the whispers of your ancestors guiding you, or your guides, or your higher self encouraging you to embrace the divine inheritance. It's almost like I got named my name Talicia here, but for some reason they keep showing me something different. And then it's like in your Akashic records, over time, over history, over how many cycles you done been here, what is your name? Because you can't open that book without your name. And so magically encoded, because for some reason that's all I saw. My book is magically encoded, and then what happens is it's like a magic book. You open the book, and then there's a bunch of alphabets or pictures or something, something, something or another that are aligned to the picture, or that are aligned on the book, but it's just all floating. Like that's how it was given to me. And now, since I'm talking to y'all, now it's something else. Like literally, I never even thought about it. So anyway, the name that I gave it, it was wrong because it came up and then it was wrong. But from the beginning, I got shown something else too, even in the process of it doing that. I told y'all before, I was sitting on the ground and I had on a black dress, which made me know something wasn't right because my mom told me I was never in anything other than white. But there was a lady standing over top of me and she was talking to me, but something wasn't right. Like even from the beginning of the book, something wasn't right. It wasn't giving me the right feeling. But I knew that was my room, but something about what was happening on that book wasn't right. It was my room because my dragon was there. And also, when I got in that room, like the thing that was at the door, y'all, was like light, but it was the weirdest, strangest looking like entity that I ever seen. But mind you, all of the pets were there. So when I was just thinking, oh, it was just a dragon, that is your spirit animal. No, there's so much more. Even animals that you've never seen before. So make it make sense. And the colors over there are not the same as the colors over here. It's different. So everything looks much more like way richer. Like everything is just different. And so somebody may not believe that. You don't have to. It could just be the vivid imagination of, a grown ass woman. But it's not your business and it don't matter. And maybe I just write great stories in lifetime. Maybe. But at the end of the day gonna end and nobody's gonna tell me what I experienced or what I know. And so even like what I said, listening to that, I went through the Dark Night of the Soul playlist. Fucking embarrassing to me because I would have never wanted anybody to see that, hear that. I would never want anybody to go through that because again, I could hear the franticness in my voice. Like it was almost made to fucking. I told y'all, my power is in my voice. It's the frequency. My voice, the sound, the frequency is where my power resides. What I heard and what I was listening to, um, it was becoming. Meaning, it was almost like I'm a person who is very much on my shit. I take care of my stuff. So when something happens and I'm not able to, do what I normally would do, take care of my business, this, that, and the third, and I'm not understanding what happens, it sounded like me understanding, but again, it was Nothing was being made, like it wasn't coherent. Everything was all over the place and scattered. Because how do I get you? How do I get you under control? How do I get you to do, to yourself? How do I get you to take yourself out of here? Because literally, I got to do something that would make it seem like you're not in your right frame of mind. And although I could also say to y'all, like, I was in the best place ever, I was also in a very vulnerable situation or spot at that moment in time. And this is where I go into, like, the people who were around. When I told y'all about that girl, um, triggering even more in the process, she wasn't the only one. It was a whole group of people that was very much triggering um, at the time. And it was really pissing me the fuck off because how can y'all know that somebody's going through that and y'all fucking try to gaslight them or try to make it even worse? Like, you gotta be a sick ass fucking individual. And we'll take my little friend's words. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe he said somebody using for malice or something. Maybe something from understand. I don't know what the fuck this nigga said. All I know is it's pissing me off because how about you shouldn't have just been a nasty ass individual at that time? Because whether or not you understood what was happening, how about you just shouldn't have never been involved in it? Like, that's one of the things. When you learn to mind your own fucking business, then you won't be misstepping or putting yourself in shit when you don't know what a person's actually physically going through. And just because a little nigga is used to dealing with little stupid bitches, when you step into a different realm and you start playing with grown ass people, it's different. So of course, a motherfucker who is young, 30 something at the time, would think that they know everything pertaining to 30-year-olds. But it's some shit that they were about to go through that I had already went through. You see what I'm saying? And so for them, and age don't necessarily mean wisdom, because there's some stupid ass people running around here that is grown as fuck. But when you don't know a person and you insert yourself into some shit that they going through and you make it fucking worse and you think that it's funny, oh, I don't give a fuck. And that's where I have a love-hate relationship with a certain person, place, and thing. Because to me, when I hear that shit again, it's triggering. And no matter how much I love a person, I still feel like you should get exactly what the fuck you deserve. Because whether or not you intentionally did it, when you found out you did it, it should have been some type of, oh, I'm sorry, this, that, and no, but they kept fucking going. They kept going. Like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. But I can't let the world know that I did that because I'm sitting in a particular... No, bitch, you should have let the world know that you did that. And it was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. But it was behind the scenes where it's like, oh, my bad. But no. Like, that ain't good enough. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It wasn't good enough. And for me, I feel like I could forgive a person. But every time I hear that shit, it makes me feel like, and mind you, I don't even really play that. I don't even know what made me play that last night. But I was woke multiple times. And plus, somebody was trying to wake me up anyway. And I told y'all, like, it was like so much smells happening. I was laying there listening. I was laying there listening because somebody was trying to wake me up last night. Mind you, I was already woke. I was listening to the same shit y'all was listening to. But in my mind, it was fucking with me because I'm like, this shit is fucking embarrassing. Like, I can't even believe I went through that. Honestly, I'm glad I fucking made it through that shit because y'all don't realize how when somebody's going through that and then you got people trying to fucking gang stalk and some other shit, you got some weird ass dumb bitch sitting online, one of the tarot readers trying to agitate you and egg it on. And I remember what I said, because in real life, bitch, I'll beat your ass. That's what I said. In real life, ho, because for real. And then I had to literally, like, pray about it because, but even still, like I said, all it made me do was remember again, I want to lay hands on people in real life. Because, bitch, what made you think that that shit was cool? And although it was necessary, but all that extra shit that was happening, that wasn't necessary. Like people inserting themselves into somebody having, like, it sounded very manic. That's what it sounded like to me. And I don't even know what that, like, you know what I'm saying? For anybody that has gone through that or experienced that, mind you, again, I was fighting for my life because I knew good and well, like, I could have lost every fucking thing I had. Mind you, I'm still fighting back from that. I was going through a fucking divorce, and they say, oh, well, you know, shit like that triggers it. Well, guess what? It could have triggered it, or somebody else could have just triggered it as well. So it was a lot of factors that was in play that was triggering me in all the wrong ways, and now we wondering why, like, my body is set on high fucking, like, it's weird. My body's still set on high stress, high anxiety, high everything, because literally I was being triggered left, right, everywhere I turned. And meanwhile, all I'm trying to do is help some other people that are experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing, because there was some good ass tarot readers that I don't even know where the fuck they are right now. I don't know where they are. And so at the time, I could tell they was going through the same exact thing I was going through because of the fact that they sounded exactly like me. And when I realized, like, okay, I'm a little bit older than them, so let me figure out how I can slow this shit down. So I started saying stuff to them in their comments. But mind you, again, I don't even know where the fuck they are right now. They was experiencing the same exact thing. Police coming at them, this and the third. And then I started telling the people, like, don't engage. Like, literally, just shut up. Like, when the police come, just shut up. And everybody like, the police coming? Yes. The police is fucking coming. How do you know that? I can't tell you. Just shut your mouth. Like, your intuition is going to say, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Mind you, they're recording the police. And I'm saying, like, I warned them already, because I don't know how I knew. I just knew. Because they was coming for all of us. But mind you, I'm watching these particular tarot readers record the police in ways, and then the dumb bitch that started all this, then all of a sudden she started trying to mimic the shit. Bitch, this ain't what you want to mimic, because I can almost promise you that I can tell everything that bitch was doing is fake. Even now, everything she's doing is fucking fake. Because when that shit really hit your ass, bitch. But, you know, they started scrubbing the channels and things of that nature because of the fact that they didn't want nobody to know. But it was already too late. I had already reported they bitch ass. It was already too late. It was already too late for even the celebrity people that I started reporting, because it was already fucking too late. Because, bitch, where did y'all come from? Why are y'all here? Why are y'all doing the shit that y'all fucking doing? Mind you, I can clearly see that you're doing that. So if I can clearly see that you're doing it, why can't nobody else see that y'all are doing that? It was strange. But to me, I got pulled into some shit that I should have never been pulled in anyway, because why the fuck, like, I'm not even the same as y'all. I was minding my own fucking business. So again, birthright and inheritance. People start trying to affect it, because be mindful that back in the day, way, way, way long ago, they told y'all stories about people who, at this time, at this place, when the stars are just aligned with this, that, and the third, this particular individual is going to be born. Y'all know it's true. They put it in the fucking Bible. Or it could be particularly true. But mind you, how come it was true for Jesus, but it can't be true for somebody else? But that's what they said. At this particular time, in this particular place, the alignment and the stars were just right, and there's going to be a baby in a manger. They predicted it. But mind you, if you go back to other stories, they would say that my great, 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 great grandmother is going to have a baby girl. It's going to be the first baby girl. She's going to be married to kingdom of such and such and such and such. And they're going to have, their great, 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 great grandmother is going to have a son. And his name is going to be such and such. Mind you, they already predicted all of this shit. It's like when it says, I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. Because the universe, the stars, there's nothing new under it. I knew you already. So I knew you, Alicia. I knew you, Aaron. I knew it all. I already knew it. I knew when these things were going to be, you know, at a time, because it's at a set time. Nothing happens until it's a set time for it to happen. Alicia, you were born the way you were born because it was the set time for you to be here. You were already written down and protected protected to be here at this particular time in this particular place. It wasn't a coincidence. You were going to have this particular family. It wasn't a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. The date, the time, the people, nothing is a coincidence. So everything is already going to play itself out. So this is the thing. During that time, because we're talking about breaking cycles and stopping patterns. So I knew you was going to be here, but this is where free will comes in at. And this is part of what people don't understand. So you could choose this or you could choose that. Or you could choose this. Or you could choose that. They give you many multiple choices and chances to try this. So that could also be where the dimensions come in at, right? Because yesterday, nothing's not going to tell me that somehow a dimension crossed another dimension, because it's not right. But mind you, why am I now being very, very aware and present of it or understanding of it? Because as I'm driving, I'm saying, this ain't where but what if, and this could be the greatest story never told, or I could just be writing it right now. What if yesterday when I woke up in front of y'all and I said, ooh, I look cute. Remember that? I look cute today. Y'all remember I said that? So why would I say that? Well, because I was looking cute today, but what if I was not my normal self, and in another realm I was different, but then over here, this is not what I'm used to wearing. And ooh, I look cute today. And I didn't think nothing of it because, me, myself, I be looking like this all the time. And so, I'm always cute. But the other one didn't know. So now, or I didn't know, because we're going to do this thing. And so I get out in my car and I just start to now, I had set everything up. And I noticed that as soon as I get in my car, ooh, I back out of my house. I start now trying to put in what I listen to. Rod Wave, I pulled that up, but somehow my Apple Music wasn't playing. It kept starting and then stopping, but I had to go get gas, so because I didn't want to go outside and not have enough gas. So I continued to keep driving, and then I realized it said, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get this off this phone. It said, let me see. Okay. Um, okay. I need something for my nose. Let me go grab something. I thought I had some tissue. All right, y'all, and I gotta get ready to go again, too, because I got to be up out of this piece. The timing is right. The timing is right. Okay, so 0990. All right, so I started screenshotting shit on the other side, right? 0990. All right, let me finish this. Let me see. Alicia, what did you say? That's how I feel about his father doing what he did. The last name wasn't the issue. The name we agreed on was changed by him illegally. Okay. I had to give it to God because I probably would have went to jail. Now that you mention it, the date of my birth, Halley's Comet appeared that night. I recently found that out. All right, if y'all wish to donate towards my channel, all the information is there. If you wish to have a spiritual coaching session, everything's there. My email, everything's there. Thank you, Aaron. I love you for that. I appreciate it. All right, so your birthright is abundance, love, and alignment with your higher self. This is not just earthly inheritance, but a spiritual one, handed down through lifetimes woven into the stars. You may feel the whispers of your ancestors, guides, or higher self encouraging you to embrace your divine heritage. What does your name or chosen name mean to you? All right. Does it honor who you are becoming? Does it honor who you are as a person? What gifts have you inherited spiritually or ancestrally? These could be talents, intuitive abilities, or wisdom. Are you ready to claim your spiritual inheritance? Because a lot of y'all might not have the information that y'all technically need for y'all or background, right? Because one of the issues is some of us may not be able to trace back our lineage or our inheritance or certain things because our family didn't leave that. But if you're open to it and you allow the universe to kind of lead you and guide you, like one of the things, the memories that I have, y'all, is for some reason, and this may not make any sense to anybody, but why did one time I got shown that I didn't fucking have any parents? Like literally, I fell out of the sky. It was like how, you know how you see a falling star? I was a falling star. I landed in the desert and I walked. As I was walking, I was turning into a woman. Why do I remember that? Why is that even a thing? Is that real? But that's what happened. That was one of my dreams. And so I don't know if I ever seen that, but for some reason, that's what I was shown. Can I believe it? Yeah, because for some reason it was almost like that's the reason why I don't have a real background. Because technically, I ended up with a family that, you know, just ended up finding me because I was naked. And so they covered me up and they took me in. And then I got married off to a family. Like I got put in a palace with some people and they said I was their niece or something of that nature, but I wasn't related to them people. Like I showed up a full grown person. But I didn't understand until I started understanding. It was kind of weird. So make it make sense. Could have been a dream, could have just been something I've seen, but I don't think I ever seen that. But I do know that I dreamt that. That's how I got here. So, is it real? Or do I just have an overactive imagination? Because that's what somebody would say. She has an overactive imagination, and so that never happened. But I don't think I ever told anybody in either. So, but that's how I ended up in a palace and married off to somebody that, because it helped somebody's family. So it helped their family to say, because, you know, once you get connected and this, that, and the third, but technically I didn't belong to them people. I just showed up. There's that. So your birthright is yours to claim, and your name is your key to unlocking it. Stand tall in the sacredness of who you are and watch the blessings unfold. Affirmation: I claim my divine birthright and honor my sacred power of my name. I step fully into my inheritance of love, wisdom, and abundance. So that's the affirmation for y'all. So here we go. breaking cycles, stopping patterns. So this was actually something pertaining to like breaking cycles and things of that nature. Define what I would change to help my future. Understand who I am. That would be the best blessing, and that would be the thing to change it. Sometimes we have to go on just what the people told us because we don't have nothing else to be able to go on. And again, some of us don't even know where the name actually even came from. We just know that that's what we got named. All right, so then it was something about oils and things of that nature. So not that I'm giving anybody anything about this, but so if y'all have that smell, right? You know how I be saying the smells, certain things. So there was keeping something at bay. Y'all know that old ass oil that y'all parents used to put on y'all. It's called Vicks. Use it every day and watch it change something. And the thing about it is, if you have that smell, you're a Pisces. Put it on the bottom of your feet, all over your body. Okay? See what happens. All right, so then I started writing down names of people. The weeping prophet is here. Coming destruction, deviation from God's law, broken covenant. All right, so take it how it resonates for you, but it was 777, and then it was 8/15/23. So take it how it resonates. That date that I did that, it was Sunday, August 25th, but I think that was also related to a Virgo. That bitch name, the other girl that I told y'all about, name is written right here. And mind you, I said bless the child, because, you know, behind the camera, the fool have said in his heart there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. So that was written January 5th, 2022. And then I put at the bottom, I found you, bitch. My grandma used Vicks Vapor Rub for many home remedies to alleviate symptoms of sickness. But mind you, it can also alleviate many more things. So spiritually, use it. Your grandma was on to something. And as y'all know, them old home remedies and things of that nature, use it. All right, so I don't know. It's just a lot of shit that I just wrote in here. But mind you, one was talking about Judas, love your enemies. Judas betrayed Jesus, but technically I also told y'all that Judas was on assignment. So Jasmine is in here. For some reason that name kept coming up. There is no rest for the wicked. An evil heart will just do that, because it's the thing where it's like God knows your heart. Like a person can play like, you know, they're such a good person, or oh, I'm changing, and people can change. People have the right to change. You have the right to change. But wicked and evil folks, their heart is just that way. Some people don't even know why they evil or wicked. So January 3rd, 2022, I wrote delayed but not denied, detoured but not denied. What they thought they was going to do, what they thought they was going to derail you. But y'all seen it. I sit in front of y'all now in recovery from whatever the fuck that was. And mind you, getting better and better and better every day. Still staying away from people, still standing in my own power, still not fucking with them folks. But at the end of the day, it is, we can do it. Like, y'all got this, regardless of the fact of how people look at you and what people wanted for you, how people wanted to destroy your life. You have to be mindful that you are in control of the situation. January the 2nd, which is January the 1st, it's 22022. So 22022 is a thing written in here. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Watch what you speak over yourself. So watch what you speak over yourself. Watch what other people speak over you, because some people will be doing backhanded shit and saying shit that, they be trying to curse you right in your face. Mind you, I'm laughing because one of the things that I heard, and I've been talking about Rod Wave the past couple days. That nigga said, "I'ma die in these Cuban links." That was a song, right? That he put in there. He gonna die in his Cuban links. You know what he ended up figuring out? Somebody, one of them writers, started doing something different. Hey, Katrina, and he said, "Fuck dying in them Cuban links." That he gonna spend, whatever he said, his money or whatever. But basically, he realized he cursed himself. So now he's trying to unfuck himself. But I feel like also in that prophecy, in that situation, it was also like energy harvesting and spell casting, because as y'all know, I told y'all people was trying to destiny swap. And so if they can kill you, they can insert themselves. It's like, when we was talking about the people, your food. So if I can get you to consume yourself and to get rid of yourself, I can consume your position, because your position still plays a part here. But if you do it, then that's on you. That's your fault. But it's also given, like, some people's names are cursed anyway from the beginning. They was only destined to be fucked up. So that's another thing. Like, a lot of y'all don't realize y'all get connected to certain people and their name is a curse from the beginning, and they be swearing up and down because there was a person that did something good. The name don't mean shit. Their name is like shit. So that's one of the things y'all have to, try to figure out what your name really, really means, and beyond that, because again, a lot of things get said, a lot of things get said and a lot of things get spoken. Um, and some people need to learn to live up to their fucking name. Like, for real. So some people be thinking their name is this or that, and but everybody seems like they live up to whatever the frequency is. So don't be a dumbass if you are meant to be something greater. But also, if you are, trying to steal, kill, and destroy, you're gonna get labeled as, what you're supposed to get labeled as. So take it how it resonates for you. Either way, I gotta go. What's in the name, birthright, and inheritance? What's in your fucking name? What does it mean? And start to kind of get connected to the frequency of it, because it's important. Unicorns only can write in this book, all right, or can see this book, period. So there's that. I love y'all wholeheartedly, and I appreciate y'all for being here. And I think there's other messages that are attached today, so damn it, man, I overslept. Katrina, we'll be here again, honey. I love you. We gonna be here. And if you and for everybody that has been helping stream my stuff on Spotify, because I told y'all I hit 1,000 streams yesterday. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. For everybody that is streaming my playlist on YouTube, thank y'all, because I can see my channel actually demonetized. The money is going up. So If you haven't been able to donate, y'all are still donating by actually playing my playlist in its entirety. So I appreciate it because I can see it's working. So that'll also help me be sitting here a little bit longer because if I don't gotta go outside in the street and shake my ass. That's what I used to say when I was in trucking. So it ain't literally shaking ass, but you know, it's in a car, in the truck. Um, so that's how I used to talk to the truck drivers. Like, what you out here doing? You out here shaking ass? That mean working, okay? So don't think it mean just shaking ass, okay? Because I ain't gave out the ass. Not yet. I'm still on hold, still on pause, because I ain't found nobody that I like yet, y'all. When I find somebody that I like, then maybe. Then we'll be having another conversation like, y'all, this shit was the best ever. Or the fucking worst ever. Because I'm going to tell that too. This shit was whack. Should have just kept it to myself. All right. Yeah, there's other messages. I can't find them, but there's other messages that are attached to the system. Twitch has been on here all day long, so Twitch is still up, y'all. Twitch done caught all the juice, all the tea. Twitch is gonna stay up because I'm gonna plug in the the charger to Twitch, and then I'm gonna just play another playlist. So Twitch is about to get my Pisces playlist. Cause I don't need nobody else hearing the Dark Night of the Soul playlist. Like that shit was fucking traumatizing me. Even I was traumatized. All right, so there's that. All right, let me give y'all one. I'm gonna give y'all one past life card because I feel like we need it. All right, so maybe it'll give us something. Oh. All right, so past life card. World War. Period. All right, so Allied Defender, Allied Invader, Hiroshima, Holocaust. Okay. Time frame, World War Age, lesson, becoming more natural, death, miscarried or died at birth, location, lost civilization, trauma was oppression, faith, fanatical, love was a spinster, identity, you were a lover. You was a lover, not a fighter. Let me give y'all one more. A lover, not a fighter. And then I got to go, for real. For real in real life, okay? All right, so, oh, I like this one. All right, so this one, it shows psychic, okay? So you could have been a high priest, a gypsy, a prophet, or an astrologer. I resonate with all of them, y'all. Time frame, age of enlightenment, lesson, truth and discernment, death, poison. Like y'all. Location, Antarctic or Antarctic. Okay. Trauma was war, which we just had war. And then faith, sacrificial, love, polygamous or polyamorous, mother, identity was a mother. Time frame, age of enlightenment. Y'all, this is probably the one, but they probably both the ones because you see how they link together right on up. Like, here it is, y'all. All right, let me see. Let me go back to y'all real quick and just tell y'all that I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I hear that, Katrina. Let me see, girl. I'm about ready to hit the pole. Period. Here go this bitch. Let's see. We your channel. All right, y'all. So we about to be out in these streets. We about to be out in these streets, Katrina. Period. Katrina said we about to be in the streets all the way. Period. Point blank. All right. Well, I'm gonna go shake my ass out here in these streets, Katrina. You hit the pole and stay safe. We all gonna stay safe out here, and that's what it's gonna be. Okay. So I love y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all this afternoon because I just got to go do something and then I'll be right back in because I got to go set up one of the Aaron said throwing that ass around, period. Throw that ass in a circle. Hey, throw that ass in a circle. Katrina, let us know where you work at. I come patronize. Period. I told you, I like strippers. Like, you know, I admire them. I wish I had the strength and the agility. Cause them hoes, you got to be strong to get on that pole. I told you I fell off a pole one time, right? I had a pole in my house. Girl, almost broke my motherfucking arm. Y'all, strippers are strong. So if you ain't got it in you, don't act like you do, cause yo, them bitches is acrobatic. Cause y'all play with your mammy. I admire them. But I love y'all so much and see y'all later. Twitch, you staying. YouTube, see y'all later. Y'all, if y'all not on Twitch, go to Twitch, please, and thank you. If not, I'll be back on YouTube shortly.